Hello everyone, my name is Zan Shadows, and today, as long as it finally took, I'm finally able to show my Jesmon deck profile for the BT10/EX3 format. Without further ado, let's jump right on in. Alright, so for the eggs, pretty obvious, but 4 Gurumon, and that's it. 6,000 more DP, draw a card, love it. Definitely need to draw some cards so you can get to your Sistermons and Huckmons and all that fun stuff. Alright, for my level 3s, I run 4 Huckmons. Very good card, almost mandatory. Very good searcher, grab 2 cards that are Huckmon, Sistermon, and I think Jesmon too. Yeah. And you gotta grab 2 of those. Alright, next up is 3 Solarmons. Players can't reduce play cost. That's good counters to other decks. And then 4 structure deck Huckmons. The your turn effect's not too bad because if you play Sistermon, Digimon with Sistermon is name, you gain a memory. And then if you have Huckmon or Royal Knights in its traits for its inheritable ability on all turns, gains 1000 DP. And for my other level 3s, I run 2 Blancs and 2 of the structure deck Blancs. She's good because on play, you draw a card and she gives your other Sistermon's blocker. She's good because on play, you can discard a card to draw 2 cards, and she has decoy, so she can sacrifice herself for one of your red or black cards that you have on here. But you also have to have a Digimon with a Huckmon or Royal Knights in its traits. So technically this is good for a Gallantmon deck too. And, you know, I think a Ragnarlord as well, but this is a very good card in Jesmon. And that's it for my level 3s. For level 4s, I run 4 of the Bayo Huckmons. Its inherited ability is good because if you have a Digimon with Sistermon and its name in play, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. And then I run 4 of the structure deck Bio Huckmons. It's good as well because all turns, if it has Huckmon or Royal Knights in its traits, it gets 1000 DP. So added on with the other one, if you have them stacked on top of each other, that's an extra 2000 DP for all turns to make it a little bit safer for your Digimon. Alright, on to the Sistermons. I run 2 of the BT10 Sistermon seals. Or CL. And then I run 2 of the BT6. And I only run 1 of the structure deck. But she's really good because you can, on play on the same turn, you can Digivolve. So by paying its effect, so that's really good because that can do a lot of combo stuff, specifically when you get to like doing your GX. And it's also good because on your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits, you gain a memory. So that is very nice to have. She's also good to have because on play you gain a memory, and all of your turns, your Huckmons and Digimon with Royal Knights in its traits gets 2000 DP, so that's just more DP stacked up on top of it. And she's good, the structure deck one, because you can reveal the 3 cards and add a card with Huckmon or Royal Knights and its traits among them, and then you trash the rest, which can technically make it a little easier summoning Sistermons depending. but all turns it gives your Huckmons and Royal Knights reboot. Some people, you can run 2 with this, and it's not the end of the world. I wouldn't run higher than 2, but to me, with how easy it is to just continuously summon Sistermons, I'm comfortable with just running 1. Obviously, you can change the ratios however you like, but you know, this is just how I do it. And that's it for my level 4s. On to the level 5s. I wish I could run more of this, but unfortunately, the restricted ban list says no. But I run 1 of the BT6 Savior, and I run 4 Structure Deck Savior. This Savior, amazing. You can play Sistermon without paying its cost, and then the inherited effect is when you're attacking once per turn. If you have a Sistermon on play, you can on-spin. Great card. Wish it was at 4. Unfortunately, it's at 1. But one day, copium. This is a good Savior Huckmon, because when Digivolving, you get to Judgment of the Blade for the turn, which just means you can attack one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. And the inherited effect is also nice, because if it has Royal Knights in its traits, you may play a Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its cost. So that's also nice. And I'm not done with level 5s yet. I also run 2 Chimeramons. Beautiful card. You'll always, well, I won't say always, but most of the time you'll have multiple of your level 4 Sistermons out. So this would be easy to DNA into. And then you can put a card under it, which if you accidentally trash that, you can put that under it. And then this will become all the colors that are under it, so it'll be white and red. And then it gets some added effects onto it as well. And that's it for my level 5s. On to level 6s. I run 1 Gankumon X Antibody. A nice card to combo with GX on, and I don't run regular Gankumon, so it's only going to be 4 of. It's got blocker, and when Digivolving, you may play 1 Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its cost. Then if Gankumon is in this Digimon's Digivolutions, or if you have a Digimon with Sistermon in its name in play, until the end of your opponent's turn, all of your Digimon gets 2000 DP, and your opponent cannot return them to the hand deck or reduce their DP cost. And that is really good with Jesmon GX. Alright, so on to the next card. I run 3 of the Structure Deck Jesmons. Really good card. When Digivolving, you have Blitz. When attacking, you can play a Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand only, but if you're able to do that, you will gain 3000 DP and a security attack +1 for the turn. But that's the only downside to this one. To the old Jesmon, is the old Jesmon could play from hand or trash. This one can only play from hand, but this one is outrageously better because of the Blitz and the security attack +1, because the old one had piercing, and this one lets you do more security checks. And on to the next one, I run 3 Jesmon X Antibodies. Really good card. Free Digivolve off of Jesmon. Has piercing. And when Digivolving, you may play 1 Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its cost. And then if this Digimon has Jesmon, or if you have a Sistermon in play, till the end of your opponent's turn, all of your Digimon may also attack on suspended Digimon and get 2000 DP. So that's really good too. And that's all I run for level 6s. And obviously, as I've been talking about it, I do run level 7s. I run exactly 2 of the Jesmon GX. A very, very good card if you get to pull it off. Because technically this isn't really mandatory, but it's just nice to have because you can have a cool little flex and do a lot of damage. But as you can see, it is a 5 cost to Digivolve off of Red and Black, and it's also a 5 cost off of a level 6 Royal Knight. So depending on the deck, you can run this for, say, Armor Rush, or you can put this in a Ragnarlordmon, I think. No, it would be a Gallantmon. You can do that too because it's got Royal Knight. So cool little techs you can do for a level 7 if you don't want to just do Omnimon. But when Digivolving, you may place 1 card with Royal Knight and its traits and a play cost of 13 or less from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card, activating that card's when Digivolving effect, and then you get Blitz. So this is a really good one for when you go into this, you put Gankumon Ex Ante under it, and then you activate its when Digivolving effect. And on all turns, when a card with Royal Knights is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains Piercing and Blocker, and it gains Security Attack +1 for each card that's under it. So if you have Jesmon X Antibody, and Ganku X under this, that's 3 Security +1, and you get Piercing and Blocker. So very nice. And it can be a little hard to pull off, but very fun and when you do. And that's it for my level 7s. Option cards. 2 red memory boost, because there's a lot of searching in this deck, but more the merrier. And you know, the delay is also nice because you get to gain 2 memory off of it with its delay effect. And I run 4 from Master to Disciple. Needless to say, this is probably the best option card that you can put in this deck. I personally would not go any lower than 3 if you wanted to change this deck around. I would always have at least 3 of these. But it's very nice because you reveal the top 3 of your deck, add a Huckmon or Sistermon in its name, or Royal Knights and its traits among them to your hand. You trash the rest, and then you get to do the delay after your next turn, which is very nice because the next time one of your Digimon would Digivolve this turn, reduce the Digivolution by 1. And the security effect is also nice because you basically don't have to skip the main effect. So very, very good card to have in a Jesmon. And if you were keeping up, that's 50. I don't run any tamers. Deck technically doesn't really need them. If you want, if you copied this deck card for card and you desperately want a tamer, I would just take one of these out and put a tie. So you can have Security Attack +1 and a memory setter. But other than that, this is the deck. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.